Hello and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about useful skills that people actually value, right? And how not every skill is actually the same. And even though you have a lot of, let's say, fundamentals or ideas on what you can improve or whatever, right? It doesn't really mean that every one of them is going to raise your elo equally or your skill or whatever else. So this is a spreadsheet made by a guy called ArcSecond, who I think was like high challenger on NA before. I don't know what he is now, honestly. I just know of the spreadsheet. But yeah, so he has like a list of, let's call it 55 things you can improve, right? So these things are obviously all going to be good to improve. Like, it's not like anything is bad to improve in the game, right? He has like some links for stuff, whatever, cool. But now, okay, so let's split this up into, for example, like bronze to gold, then like plat/diamond, and then like master plus. Okay, so will something like map awareness help us? Yeah. But if we're bronze to gold, is map awareness really going to do so much for us? Maybe. Maybe. But the question then is like, what does this actually mean, map awareness, right? Does this mean that we want to be like a challenger player and look between every CS or between every auto attack in the jungle or whatever, or like just stare at the minimap or whatever else? Well, yeah, you can do that, I guess, but at this level, it won't do anything for you. Because League isn't a game where you can, like, let's say that League would be like a ladder, right? And you would have way more than 2 things supporting you. But let's just say that League is a ladder, right? So you have like this and this and this and this, right? And wherever you climb, that's your elo. Like, okay, my map awareness is through the roof, but since everything else is bad, like, I'm not gonna climb like past it. Like, okay, maybe because of it, like, one more step is added and I get to like stand a bit higher, and maybe because like of that, I don't know, I'm like willing to stand on top of here and like hold this. Sure. So your elo can get a bit higher, but it's just not gonna be very efficient. Like, communication, this thing, like, do you think communication matters in bronze to gold or plat to diamond? It really does not. Like, master plus only. Map awareness as well. The higher elo you go, the more it matters. So there are going to be skills that are more important for people who are lower and skills that are more important for people who are higher, right? For example, pinging. This as well. Same thing. Or, well, pinging is useful no matter where you are. But the issue is that if you ping your teammates in lower elo, you have to know exactly what you're doing, exactly what you want from them, exactly what you're looking for, and exactly when and how to call it. So here, it's like 10 times harder to ping out what you want to do than it is here. So while the return might be good anyway, it's just not going to be the skill that we want to focus on here, right? Like in bronze to gold. Then you're a champion. And this is going to be a good one, right? Because here, everyone should know they're a champion, usually. Here, everyone's like, they either know they're a champion or they like at least know it decently. But here, like, almost no one actually knows they're a champion. So this could be a very good thing for us, right? So number 5 could be amazing here for bronze to gold. Then like summoner spell usage, right? Like, okay, what does this even mean? Like, what? If I have smite, I like save my smites to steal the enemy camps or something? Like, bro, what? I manage my flashes better? Like, I mean, sure, yes, but okay. Will this really be worth the effort? Like, this is again something that's going to scale up with elo, because you're going to get more punish and you're also going to get more value, because it doesn't really matter when you're low, right? So what we're seeing is that as I'm getting closer and closer to number 10, mindset. Like, okay, mindset is always important, yes. But even if your mindset is pretty bad or something, like, the important thing is that you're improving and not like how you're behaving in game or whatever as much, and like bronze to gold. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Sure, it does matter though. So let's even be generous and let's say that this one makes it on the list. Mouse accuracy, that's a good one. That's gonna be pretty decent, but we don't need it to be amazing, just decent. Okay. So then reading players, like, what? Reading players. I'm not doing this in bronze to gold. Like, why would you do that? I mean, sure, but like, I can play in bronze to gold and I won't know what the enemy is trying to do because they don't even know what they're doing themselves. So why would I do something like that, right? And win conditions. Well, it's simple. Pick like if you play Evelynn, then always you are the win condition. So there's nothing to even say here. So in the end, I would say that out of the first 10 things that we can work on, right? Out of the first 10, let's say fundamentals, differences, whatever, like 3 of them are relevant to bronze to gold, or highly relevant and would actually be recommended. But even then, I wouldn't even say 3. Like, I would say more like, I don't know, like 2 of them. I don't know, like 2.5. Then if we keep going, like, let's just speedrun a little bit. Laning? Yeah, sure. Sieging? No. Baiting? No. Trading? Sure, why not? Farming? Okay, pretty good. Positioning? Okay, pretty good. What the fuck is reaction time? Rotations? Calls? Roaming? Okay. So we added another 10 of them, and we got like another 4 or whatever again. So this really shows you how a lot of the stuff that people are going to tell you to work on is going to end up being like pretty meh, and the stuff that you find yourself as well. Like, you might think that you really need this stuff like rotations or like some other bullshit like that. But the problem with League is that you never know what you really need because everyone takes a different road. And if you're at the start of the road, then everyone needs kind of the same thing. But people don't choose to do the same thing, right? Like, if everyone chose to do the same thing here, then it's pretty simple what you do here and here. But because people choose to do different things, it ends up being a bit more complicated. Because some people have mastered something and they're here, and some people have mastered nothing and they're here. So that's a bit different, right? And then now let's compare this with what I would say. Let's compare it with what I would say for like a plat or a diamond player, right? Like in the same first like 10. Actually, I think I scammed you a little bit and I said 10, but it was actually 8 of them. But whatever. So map awareness, I mean, yeah, sure, that would be pretty good. Communication, still no. Pings, still not really. Your champion, I mean, I would expect that you know like an okay amount of your champion, but sure, let's say okay. So that's like 2. Summoner spell usage, I mean, it's getting there, but it's not like hard focus. Mindset could be pretty good at this point. Mouse accuracy, I mean, you should be fine if you're like plat or diamond. Reading players, nah, don't need. Win conditions, just be the win condition. Laning, I mean, and so on. Like, okay, yeah, we got some stuff, but again, it ends up being like 1. Like, this isn't even like 1 because it's like a half. It's like a halvey. So 1.5, like 2 because it's also like a half. Let's say this one is a full one though, so like 3 things again. But it's like different 3 things, right? And then we can go again, and we can go for Master Plus. What would it be this time? Like, your map awareness should be decent enough. Your communication or pings. Pings could be really good. I recommend muting all anyway, so fuck communication. Your champion, like, you shouldn't need that at this point in the game. Like, you shouldn't need summoner spell usage. Like, I mean, maybe like, I don't know, like An 0.25 maybe, like small things, tiny things maybe. Mindset, now this is a pretty big one. Mouse accuracy, hell no. Reading players, so pretty decent. And win cons could be like actually decent at this point. So now let's just count these as like full points, and then we just say like, but let's, I don't know, let's just say 4. Let's just say 4 because it's like freaking 0.25. I can for sure deduct from one of these. So in the end, we found these points, right, that we're trying to improve on and that people want to improve on. But we realized that these points really only make sense for like one group of people at a time. So what really matters is identifying what's the stuff that will actually elevate your gameplay, right? Because if you're playing at a bronze to gold level, then what you want to be working on is the stuff that you have full impact on. Here, early to mid game. Good. Champ select, no. Team comps, no. APM, never work on APM. Peripherals. Tap screen. Teamwork. Matchups. Ping. What's fucking pathing, man? Level 1. Like, no. Just no. No contesting. No damage. No meta. Like, okay, back timings. Sure, because you can impact that. No. No. Just no, man. No. Like, no. You see, like, most of the stuff doesn't matter to you. It's just about finding the most basic stuff, because when you are, like, when you're bronze to gold, you're going to look for the building blocks, right? So you look for these very simple building blocks that can build up your pyramid from the start. Then you're plat and diamond, and you stack a few on top. Then you're like master plus, and you keep stacking, right? And eventually you get pyramid. But you don't start stacking the opposite way. You don't put this down and then put this down, then put this down. Like, what now? How do you make a pyramid with this? I mean, like, what? This? I mean, okay. But do you think that this is as sturdy as this? The separation points are here, so suddenly, if something were to push this towards us or something, then this can get dislodged. But here it's just not happening. So we're just gonna have a more solid foundation, and we're gonna have a more simple way to climb up. So that's just better. I also gave you some examples of which ones are actually good for which elos, I suppose. And generally it's just going to be the lower elo you are, the more basic you want them to be, the more you want them to be impacting yourself, and the more you want them to be selfish. But as you go higher elo, you're going to want to do things which make the game easier for your teammates, because stealing impact from them is just going to be what gives you the most impact. So you telling them what to do, so they decide based on your opinion, or you using them in some way, or you figuring out how to play off them, or whatever else, right? Like, this is stuff that uses your teammates and actually makes use of their champion. But there's no point in using someone else's champion when you're playing in low elo, because you should just try to use your own champion to the best of your ability. Otherwise, it's useless anyway. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, then do like and subscribe, and I'll have my requirements for free coaching thing up like soon-ish, when I have like some time to prepare them, I guess. Either way, I'll see you next time. Peace.